anyway, hello. Woo! Cold earlier. Now it's warm. And I have been stuck in traffic for like 2 hours from my own city. And I'm like, this is crazy. I could have been halfway to Georgia, but I've been stuck in traffic. Partly it's those wide load trucks, so that's one thing. And then the other is, I don't know, because I got off the interstate roads. And I'm like, I need somebody to tell me, well, the back roads to Georgia is probably the hills, because there's a lot of mountains in Chattanooga and then into the Georgia border. So I'm not going to trust that, because Miss Deborah ain't got time to go to a sundown town, if you know what I mean. But I tell y'all one thing, honey, having this wheelchair, I got my portable wheelchair back here. I got my snacks and everything else. But more importantly, I hope and pray that I have a different mindset that's going to help me to have a really good week. A little bit. I'm nervous because it's new opportunities. I'm going to meet with one of my YouTubers, so that's going to be cool. And I'm going to meet with an old friend who relocated from the south to the north, so that's going to be cool. I'm going to go to a mountain that I have never been to, and it's a physical thing. So there are times when there are things that we have an opportunity to participate in that's very physical. So how do you, when you have a mobility issue, navigate that? My way of navigating it is to go and participate. I brought my chair that'll hold me, it'll hold up to 600 pounds, and I'm gonna drive to the event too. And I've already talked to the venue, and she said, tell me where y'all are gonna meet, and I'll tell you. There's usually some sitting areas in a restaurant that I can hang out in just to fellowship. I can't drive up that mountain. I can't walk up that mountain. Believe me, I've done it before. I walked up the mountain in Colorado Springs. I don't know. I was with this guy, and he literally was taking pictures of me walking up the mountain. Anywho, but in either case, I'm excited. If my shoes hurt my feet, I'm gonna take them off. And y'all know when I always have my blanket, I only brought the shawls and things that go with an outfit. I didn't bring my everyday blanket, and I almost wanted to go home and get it. So I'm like, Deborah, how could you not bring your everyday blanket? That's your everyday thing. But you know what? It'll be there for me when I get home, and I can keep wearing it every day. I was so blessed because someone offered to take the clothes I wanted to donate to Goodwill. And then another buddy came and helped me to pack up. And he kind of startled me because he's a teenager and he's very energetic. So when he came to the house, and he's so soft, like his shoes are soft. So I didn't hear him coming in, and I was like, what? And so I wasn't that scared, but I was scared though. But I was so happy too, because when people say they're gonna do something and they do it, it also makes me very happy. Because I try to do that. When I tell someone I'm gonna do something, I try to do that as well. So we got me packed. I got to be all I can be and packed all I could pack. It made me very happy, ladies. I wanted to take one suitcase, ladies. Who's with me on that? But honey, I had to take two because it's a matching set. They sell a matching set because they really want you to pack both of them. And God bless those people who can bring everything in a backpack and they can roll up. I'm like, what are you wearing? Oh my goodness. Like people who backpack all across Europe with one backpack. Oh my goodness. God bless you. Could never do it. When I went to Europe for 3 months, I didn't even bring any blue jeans. I just packed like clothes, business casual clothes, because I was going to work. And when I got there, they said, well, you can wear jeans. And I was like, oh, I can. And I was like, oh, yeah. I didn't even bring any tennis shoes either, which I should have brought some tennis shoes because my feet hurt every day. So I guess I will put London on my Or y'all doing a potluck? Watch them people that work who don't wash their hands. Don't eat their food. Don't eat that stuff. Don't eat after them, girl. Don't eat after them. Don't do it. So, but yes, I guess I'll take this way. I don't know. I just don't want to get stuck in traffic. Let me wait until I get to the Georgia border to get stuck in traffic. I don't want to get stuck in traffic in Tennessee. I mean, come on. I don't want to do that. But I want to just be real about that. I am very anxious. Oh, but you know what I bought? I bought a case of these zero sugar Coca-Colas. Remember back in the day, for those of us who are older, they still sell Tab. You don't see them as much. But I got a smaller container so I can have a burst of caffeine when I need it. Where did I go? I was in London, but I did go, like, every Friday I would take a tour somewhere. So I would go, like, to Leeds Castle. I can't remember anywhere else I would go. I would take tours up and down the Thames River, you know, just romanticizing myself, being in Europe. I would go. They had all kind of stuff to do there. So every Friday I would, because I didn't have to work on Friday. So every Thursday they gave me 300 American dollars, which was 600 in the British money. Oh no, it was 600 American dollars because their money is worth double ours, and I would spend it on Friday. And so I had a fun time. And believe it or not, when I was there, I used to have to walk 30 steps to get to my office, and they frequently sent me to the basement. So I would have to walk 60 extra steps once I got to the main floor, down 30 more to get to the bottom to make copies or whatever they wanted. And so whenever I would do that, they would always buy me a beer or some lunch. I mean, I really didn't drink, so, but they would across the street, let's go over to the pub. Deborah, I'm going to buy you a whatever. I'm like, well, I'll just take a Sprite or 7-Up. So, but I did it, you know, I mean, I did it. I'm thinking back before, I think what did it for me with this go round is once I really had a problem and I got, you know, they said they were going to give me home health care. That's when I really started physically and being in real trouble in my body. But before that, before my house burned down, when I wanted to go somewhere, like if I wanted to go to the comedy club in Nashville, I would call the comedy club and let them know, you know what, I have problems with my knees and walking, and I'm gonna need some help. And they said when you get here, call us and we'll come out to the car and walk you in and we'll save a seat for you. And or if I could make it to the door, they would let me skip the line and say, skip the line and come to the front. And that's what they told me. They said, just let them know you have special needs. And nobody gave me a problem. Except, let me tell you something. One time I went out with this guy, and he took me to dinner that weekend, and I took him to the comedy club the next weekend. And of course it was so cool because he was so strong that I leaned my body against his, and it didn't even hurt him. Isn't that sexy, ladies? But that made my knees feel better, just being able to lean my body against his. Where have all the good men gone? Long time coming. That's a folk song, y'all. So anywho, I'm thinking back. I guess that's what travel does for me. I think I left my journal on my bed, so I don't even have it. But I have enough paper and everything. I have some blank paper, so that's okay. Thinking back, how have I made it thus far? How have I made it thus far? How did I make it before my house burned down? How did I make it when I would go to conferences? And I think that because my weight fluctuates so much, then I was doing things, being very physical, and I think gradually when I look back, time requires, because I'm gaining weight, losing weight, gaining weight, losing weight, losing weight, losing weight, gaining weight, gaining weight, it just requires more mobility things so that I can catch up with being able to move and do the things that I need to do. car, if I was somewhere and I saw somebody, particularly like a husband and wife or a man, if I saw a husband and wife, I would ask his wife, the wife, I would say, do you think your husband can help me stand or get out of the car, or can I hold this man? And sometimes she would go, sure. I mean, she would never say no. Everybody was always polite. And or if I saw men, or sometimes when I was invited to this business mixer for a sales Christmas party, just picked me up and carried me up 3 flights of steps. Thinking back to how have I made it this far as an obese woman who have for a long time needed help, you know, but I was doing it. I remember and it was a big truck, and my brother just grabbed, like, I started stepping, my brother just grabbed the back of my leg, and baby, I'm flexible. I got up in that doggone truck, okay? But one thing not but, don't ever say but, because that negates this. One of my trainers told me that my people who have my body shape are very, very flexible. So that's one thing that I know. So I'm like, okay, let's use that. And then the other thing is, when I have something to do, I really struggle with a lot of anxiety to get it done. So now, and I appreciate all of the comments, and I appreciate all of the positivity. I even appreciate the negativity, because they don't know nothing, child. And the people who are being negative, your fat ass got some issues going on that you ain't acknowledging. Because why would you sit and say something critical or negative about somebody? That means that you really have the same issues or very similar issues, and you're being harsh to yourself. And that's why I oftentimes will say, be gentle to yourself. So I don't have time to run behind this truck, because it's like one of those dump trucks with something in it. I don't know what's in that truck. So I'm glad I know Nashville very well. There are lots of ways to get around Nashville. Lots of ways to get around Nashville. And if I want to go, let me go. Whichever way, what's the city? Because I'm not in the mood to get stuck in traffic in Nashville. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, what I want to say is that I remember when my friend used to live right there, and they had to move because they were building this highway right there. So they bossed him out. What I want to say is that I have a lot of anxiety when I have something to do. When I have to do a resume, I have a lot of anxiety. What helps that is my customers have to fill out some paperwork. And sometimes that takes them a week or two, or if they don't do it right, 3, to fill it out so that I can do the resume. And that helps break it up, and it helps me to breathe, because I'll get a chance to study. Because basically what resume writing is studying. And what that makes me feel very good. The more I study their profession, the more I study their thing, then I'm able to decrease the anxiety and just do the work. So that's really good. It looks like I'm on 40 East. I'm getting ready to get on 40 East, and well, I'm not getting there now, but I'm going to get on 40 East. And it looks like there's no traffic there. Just think, I almost moved to DC when I got out of graduate school. Then I would probably be used to it, or I would probably be living in the suburbs somewhere where there's lots of traffic in the suburbs too. So, traffic is just a way of life. It's not a big deal. Okay, so here we are. I don't mind being stuck in traffic. It's just that I need to get me close to Chattanooga. But once I get out of the city, I'm going to be in the countryside, and it's so pretty. It's so pretty. Oh, I got my Sirius XM turned back on. So that means that I'm going to be driving my car more, because guess what? Y'all know I stopped my Sirius because I wasn't driving my car. I've probably driven my car in the last month more than I have in the last year. Because I drove it in Labor Day, and then I drove it 2 or 3 Sundays, and then I drove it to Nashville to pick up the rental car. So I'm betting 1,000. All right. Nashville 40 East. Okay, let me get over. And Miss Deborah likes to get with it. I'm like, let's get with it. Find me a truck. And honey, let's roll. Keep on rolling. Miss Deborah can roll with them now. And the temperature is getting to be a little nice. I'm a little hot. Miss Deborah getting a little hot on it. So about this anxiety, I am going to take a seminar on Tuesday. You all are about to see Miss Deborah get very honest about this weight thing, honey. Miss Deborah's going to have to jump her butt into some support groups, which I have been going to a support group for a couple of months now. But Miss Deborah going to have to take it deeper because Miss Deborah is anxious, honey. I'm talking about anxious, like eating anxious, like, whoo, soothing, like a baby soothes herself on some sugar anxious, okay? So Miss Deborah gonna have to get herself together. Come on, Deborah, come on. Because there's a such thing when something happens. Like yesterday, I went to get the tires done. I went to get the light car. He put the light in and didn't charge me a penny. Then the thing said the backlight was needing the backlight. So this morning I went back because the manager doesn't like the other employees to put the backlight in. The manager put the light in, didn't charge me anything. And I was like, and then he took off when I went to him a couple weeks ago when I did the windshield. You know, windshield wipers cost like a lot of money. They used to be like $8, but they're like $38 now. And he took like $15 off of that because he asked me, is that good enough? I'm like, no, it costs too much. Don't ask me because I'm going to tell you it costs too much. And he took off. Okay, so when you're in Nashville, it says 40 East and something south. So that's how I'm going to go. I mean, I'm not lost. I don't know where I'm going. I just have to pay attention. So if you don't pay attention, you'll find yourself wrapped back around Nashville. And if you have time, that's cool, baby. But Miss Deborah want to get there and get out of Nashville. Even though I like Nashville, but we want to get out of Nashville. So there's a such thing called eustress, EUSTRESS, and that's a good stress. And so Miss Deborah, I think I have good stress and I have stress. And you know what I'm thinking about right now? My niece didn't buy me no 3 cookies in a bag when she was in Memphis because those are the school butter cookies. Because butter cookies do what? They taste so good. They taste so good. So right to be with you tonight. Do, 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 do. So, okay, so I am, okay, I got it now. I'm going to pick up 24. I'm on the other side of, you know, there's 24, there's 40, and I'm on. Okay, now hang tight, let me look. Oh, the landscape of downtown has changed because they put 4 big tall buildings up. Oh, they put one really big one up over there too. And they're housing structures. HCA is the medical. Memphis has the physical therapy, the medical center. Knoxville has the vet center and vet clinic. So Tennessee is very unique, very wonderful. Plus Nashville has more universities and colleges than any. So what I was trying to do is make sure that I could get to 24 from 40. Okay. Praise the Lord. Is the Lord being favorable to me? He's making the traffic jam on that side instead of this side. Because we're trying to get Chattanooga. But Jesus told my girl, we're going to put that thing over there and slow them down in the name of Jesus. But we're going to let you come on over here. Oh, goodness. Come on now, this car is speeding so fast. Baby, it's the middle of the day. Where you going? You on a lunch break? You're going to have to take that thing down. Look at all this traffic out of hell. Okay, so I'm not gonna not be in traffic, but at least I am going where I need to go. So, and that is Chattanooga. And at least I didn't get bottlenecked between exits 36 and 40. Because I'm like, let me just get right here. So, that big beautiful truck is gonna let me in. Thank you, baby. I appreciate that. Miss Deborah know how to drive. Thanks to my friend Tanya, because we used to always go to Nashville every weekend to chill out and have a good time. She used to be like, drive, go. I'm like, okay. So, because I be in Deborah's world. So I'm like, okay, let me go there, child. Then all you know, she came back home and I moved closer, so I get to see her whenever I want to. So we talk about juice stress, we talk about this anxiety, we're talking about how Deborah Matthews has got herself a sucker, because this one has a center that's soft. And I don't know if I remembered that this is how they make these candy. Okay, there we go. The traffic isn't so bad. I haven't been on this side. I wish I could show y'all where I am. I'm on the other side of Nashville, but the other side of downtown is really pretty and it's growing. And so it's not too bad. And at least Nashville has enough expressways to help move the traffic. And baby, they moving. So, feels so good, so right. I guess we get traveling by my parents. My dad always used to go from Memphis to Houston and St. Louis, and he said he used to live in North Carolina before we were born, before I was born. East Tennessee, and my mom, she would drive, mostly to Mississippi, but she traveled with the church ladies, and my sister her husband always took their kids traveling. My brother, he's a Florida man, and he travels too. He does a lot of traveling, and me, I do a lot of traveling. I always have, but I used to ride the bus everywhere when I was like under 23. I got my first car when I was 23, but before that my friends had cars, so I didn't need a car because we were always together. And but I would take the Greyhound anywhere I wanted to go. DC, Indiana, anywhere. If I was going somewhere, I just take the bus. Even when I went to the Bahamas, I took the bus to Atlanta because we could get a better flight out of Atlanta. And we just did. No fear. And that's also because being in the band, also, we always travel. Being in the choir, we travel. Sometimes I didn't go on the choir trips because we didn't have no money for that. But my sister went to Paris. I think she went to Paris or somewhere. Oh, I know they went on a cruise and sang on a cruise ship with the choir. But when I was in the choir, they went to Paris. And of course, I couldn't conceptualize how I could pay for that. So I didn't even attempt to do it. And when I was in college, I wanted to do study abroad. But at that time, they didn't really share ways to pay for it. But by the time I was in graduate school, I had traveled already with people, going everywhere. And I was more astute on how to get money, how to fundraise. Because I fundraise with people, so I'm about that. That's why I'm like I am now. Like, honey, I'm about what? I just couldn't even wait till y'all see me get this wheelchair van. I'm like, what? Who? One of y'all gonna write me a check for $80,000. We're gonna have to come up with a way to do it. And I also want those of you who want a wheelchair van. Let's get a wheelchair van together. My channel is called Lose Weight With Me. So also let's make that thing. Let's get a wheelchair van together with me. If you want one and I want one, let's make that happen. Come on. So let me know if you want a wheelchair van. Put hashtag wheelchair van. Or they make hashtag, they make truck wheelchair vehicles. They make SUV wheelchair vehicles. They make small issue. Like if you're a small person, like you might be, I don't know, 4 feet something or 5 feet, 5'1", that's like a short person. And you want a little bitty vehicle because your wheelchair ain't that big. And you want a vehicle where you can roll your wheelchair in there and then drive. I mean, get out of it and drive in the front like me, like right now. Do that. Let's do that. Because I can't be the only one that's getting some good stuff. Because that's the best way to meet your goal, is to help somebody else meet theirs. So, traffic on that side is ridiculous. But on my side, it's steady. It's cool. It's cool. It's going to get me there. It's going to get me there. So what I'm going to have to do, and honestly, it takes me to have a struggle before I can think clearly. So let me roll up around. I'll tell y'all something. When y'all see a big old truck, oh, Jesus told me, I'm about to slow you down too, Deborah, because I'm about to put you in some traffic. Whatever you're talking about is whatever, because you're about to be in some traffic. But the good thing is, that's the thing about Nashville being named the New York Times It City like 10 years ago now. So everybody wants to duplicate New York City in Nashville. So once I get past exit 64, it's more like Murfreesboro, and then it's like those little towns, and then, so it's not that bad. Because Chattanooga's only like an hour and a half from, I think it's like an hour and a half, so it's not like far from Nashville. It's right on the lower border, like where Alabama is, so it's not bad. And it's a nice drive. It's a beautiful drive. However, what I'm about to do is get some more support, get some more help to help me to be able to deal with my anxiety so that I can calm down and just stop stress eating. And I may stress eat on a peppermint, but stop it. When I lost 33 pounds this summer, I didn't eat a piece of sugar, period. I mean, I just didn't. I'm like, look, I'm about to be on this 6 weeks body transformation. I can't. And I would tell the people at the center, I said, I can only eat this till Friday. Like, only eat a piece of candy till Friday. And not that there's anything wrong with eating a piece of candy, because like I say to people, when you hear me say this on this channel, the food is not a sin. The food does not have a problem. I mean, in and of itself, we know about GMOs. It's Deborah's go-to when she's not hungry that is the problem. If that makes any sense. However, I have to combine this with gratitude, thanking my blessings in the name of Jesus, being grateful, being content, also doing what I can with my physical exercises, getting enough rest. And one of the things that I've done is make sure that I have a lot of electrolytes. Coach was telling me that those cramps that I get while I'm always eating pickles and stuff, that's because I need more electrolytes in my body. So I did drink some electrolytes earlier when I first got in the car, and I got another packet. And I bought some electrolyte water so that I can really fortify my body with those minerals so that I can stay cramp free this weekend. And every day, not just this weekend, every day. Does that make sense? You feel me? Now, y'all know it's a new month, so how many months is it that I've been exercising? Consistently? 15. Put in the comments, hashtag 15, hashtag big steps, hashtag chin up. Okay. So there are 16 people in the group and only 7 likes. If you can you hit the like button? Y'all, someone told me that if I didn't have this gray hair, then they wouldn't think that I was older. And so, of course, now I have a complex. Should I just dye my hair already, or should I leave it like this? So comment down below and let me know what y'all think. Should I dye my hair, or should I leave it like this? See how even adults get influenced by what other people say? Someone they absolutely, I don't even know who they are, but yet I'm changing my value of waiting to get my hair dyed because he told me that. And I was talking to him and his wife. They have 4 children and 2 of them are twins. Like they have 1 of the twins and 2 other children. So it was nice to chat with them yesterday. So the traffic is at a very good steady rate. It's not busy, but it's active, but it's not back-to-back traffic. But it's nice. So, all right. It's been fun talking to y'all. Y'all ain't talking back, but that's okay. It's been totally fun, and I appreciate it. And then I'll get back to y'all a little later, okay? Have a beautiful day, and thank you for rocking with me, and thank you for 100,000 subscribers. Thank you for 200,000 subscribers now, okay? Peace and hair grease. Bye-bye. I'll talk to you later. Oh, you're so kind. You're so kind. Thank you. Thank you for that. Thank you for that. Okay, I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.